Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Conservancy Connections. My name is Kelly and I am the Coastal Educator at the Bald Head Island Conservancy. If you guys don't know what we are a small environmental nonprofit located on Bald Head Island, North Carolina. We are known for our sea turtle conservation, barrier island studies, and other educational programs. But we are stuck inside just like you guys, so we decided to bring you a little bit of the Conservancy. First of all, I want to start out by saying Happy Earth Week, everyone. It is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. We are doing special episodes of Conservancy Connections this week, but before we start talking about our animal of today, I want to challenge you guys to post your favorite nature picture in the comments down below, or maybe how you are going green for this week. We encourage everyone to try and go green as much as they can, and it is as easy as just recycling a little bit more often, doing some citizen science, and I will give you guys some citizen science at the end of this video. It could be refusing some plastic cutlery or straws, or even just shopping local so you don't have to get shipments of things from outside of the state. So going green is pretty easy, and I know that you guys can do it too. But today we are going to be talking about an animal that is very well known and loved in the United States, and that is the bald eagle. I'm going to be hanging out in the comment section down below, so if you guys have any questions or comments, I'm going to be responding to all of them, so I can't wait to see you there. So for this week's Conservancy Connections, we're talking about animals that were once endangered and their populations are doing a whole lot better now. And one of the most amazing stories is the bald eagle. The bald eagle was made the national bird of America in the 1700s. By the 1940s, their population was extremely low. Their population was low enough to see a difference, so a new act was formed. And this was called the Bald Eagle Protection Act. It was later changed to the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act. So their populations weren't doing very well as early as the 1940s, but they started going down even more in the 1960s. A brand new insecticide came out called DDT, and it was really good at getting rid of those insects. The crops were doing great, but it was really affecting other animals. That DDT was washing downstream from the crops and from the gardens into the water, and the fish were absorbing it. It was not enough to hurt the fish, but as an eagle ate multiple fish, that DDT in their system was multiplied big enough to really affect them. That DDT affects the brittleness of their eggs, and it made them extremely brittle. It made them so brittle that they were almost impossible to survive. And by 1963, there was as little as 487 nesting pairs in all of the continental United States. That was when something had to be done. So then in 1973, they were listed under the Endangered Species Act, and in all of the lower 48 states, they were either listed as endangered or threatened. Endangered means that they are very close to extinction, and threatened means that they are very close to endangered. It depends on the state of what their status is considered. When an animal is listed under the Endangered Species Act, this means that the animal is now protected. It means that there is no more hunting done on these animals. It means that the areas that they live in need to be protected, and it means that there are strategies put into place to help get these populations back up. And this could be different breeding programs in zoos and aquariums. It could be just that the areas that they mate are protected. It depends on the animal. And these eagles were mostly affected by hunting because they like to eat many different things, and they were affected by that DDT. There were many different recovery plans put into place in many different states, and fortunately this has worked. And in 2007, they were officially taken off the endangered species list. Since this eagle is our national bird, it is one of our icons, it is still protected by that Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act. This means that you still are not able to hunt our bald eagles, but it means that their populations are doing fine on their own, that we no longer need to worry about their population. Bald eagles are really, really cool animals, and they are absolutely huge. Their wingspan can be about 6 to 7 feet, but they only weigh about 14 pounds. These birds do have hollow bones like other birds, and most of their mass is located in their feet. They have those beautiful sharp beaks, but those beaks are not what they are mostly using to hunt. They use talons on the bottom of their feet. Those talons are extremely sharp, and that is how they are able to catch the prey they are looking for. Bald eagles really like to eat carrion, and carrion is dead animals that might be on the side of the road, might be in the forest. So unfortunately our bald eagles sometimes are hit by cars while they are eating food on the road. These bald eagles also can live a pretty long time for birds. They can live around 20 years in the wild. And they don't look exactly the same when they are babies versus when they are adults. When they are very young, they don't have that bald head that we know that is so easily spotted. They are all brown, and as they age, they start to speckle in white feathers on their head. Their beak starts to turn from brown to yellow, and same with their feet. They slowly change from brown to white, and by the time they are fully mature, which is about 4 to 5 years old, that is usually when they have that beautiful bald color. Bald eagles also mate for a very long time. Some of them even mate for life, and they take turns taking care of their young. We are lucky enough to have a nesting pair on Middle Island, which you can see from Bald Head Island. So if you are on Bald Head Island, or if you are going to be this summer, definitely try and take a look. You can see it from the Kent Mitchell Trail if you look over to Middle Island. The males and females will take turns sitting on those nests. Whoever is not sitting on the nest will go out looking for food. This doesn't happen with all species. Usually the males will help hunt and give food to the females, and sometimes the females just hunt and take care of the babies on their own. Bald eagles take care of their young for a pretty long time, and they can take care of their young up to 2 years. Usually it is not that long, but they will hang out pretty close to their nest for a long time. The parents will help them hunt and show them the ropes for a while before the babies are able to go off on their own and find their own mate. The nest that these bald eagles are making can be anywhere from 4 to 5 feet deep. It could be about 3 to 4 feet wide. These nests are massive, and they come back to them year after year, and they kind of tweak them and make them a little bit bigger each time. Everyone knows what a bald eagle sounds like. You hear them in so many films, you hear that beautiful cry, but that isn't a bald eagle. Bald eagles have a really silly sound. Usually they'll play the sound of a red-tailed hawk whenever they see a bald eagle. These red-tailed hawks have a really beautiful cry, while our bald eagles usually have kind of a silly squeal or a very high-pitched little cooing noises. Bald eagles are wild animals, and they will do these crazy acrobatics up in the air. Usually you'll see them soaring really beautifully throughout the sky, but sometimes they will latch on to another bald eagle and plummet to the earth before separating right before they hit the ground. Science isn't completely sure why this happens. Some people say that it is courtship, some people say that it is protecting their territory, but it is just absolutely crazy to see. Bald eagles can also sort of swim. Sometimes you will see videos of bald eagles swimming to shore after catching a fish, because they catch a fish that is especially big that they cannot fly away with that large animal. So they will paddle themselves to shore and eat that fish. So bald eagles are really cool animals. They are absolutely beautiful. They are majestic. They are huge. And it is so cool that their populations are doing so well in North America today. What you guys can do to help protect these endangered species is whenever you are going hunting, make sure you're following laws and regulations. You can also help by skipping the insecticide or using a natural insecticide instead of the tough synthetic ones, or you can plant natural plants from the area that help keep the insects away. Also, whenever you are building a new home or a structure on your property, make sure you are following all the permitting protocols to make sure that there is not an endangered species in your area that needs that space. You guys can also do citizen science. So we have a really cool app called eBird, and whenever you go on your walks outside, you can record all the birds that you are seeing in the area. This information goes to the Audubon Society, and they're able to track what types of birds are in which parts of the country. To identify birds, you can use the Merlin app. It asks tons of questions that are really great. If you are on the island this summer or another time, you can sign up for a birding tour at at the Bald Head Island Conservancy. We like to lead them, and hopefully we can see you one of our bald eagle nests. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video today. That is all that I have for you. Bald eagles are such a cool animal, and I am so excited that I was able to talk about them today. So thank you so much for coming out to Conservancy Connections. If you guys want to support the Conservancy in any way that you can, we have a donation link down below. Please write education in the comments section so we know where that donation is coming from. Please also do that citizen science. Let us know what you are doing. Show us your science. We love seeing what you guys are doing out there. We are also participating in the City Nature Challenge on iNaturalist. For more information about that, you can go to nccitynaturechallenge.com. Or you can download the iNaturalist app, and we are looking to see if we can find as many species in the Wilmington and Bald Head Island area. So go out there, look for some nature, and celebrate Earth Week as best as we can. So thank you guys so much for coming out today, and we will see you guys again next time. Bye.